Hello and welcome once again to the Hard Brexit scenario on Football Manager 2020, where the UK has left UEFA and left to fend for itself, creating its own Champions League, its own new league system and whatnot. And we are a few months now in to the 2023-24 season. And so it's November 1st, so we're going to have a look at the Club World Cup draw and see who is playing who in that competition. So, the group stage draw sees Group A, Bournemouth, the winners of the Brexit Champions League, Enugu Rangers of Nigeria, River Plate, and Juventus. So Bournemouth probably have a bit of a challenge making it to the semi-finals this time. In Group B, Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia, Altin Azir of Turkmenistan, AC Milan and Pyramids of Egypt. So AC Milan probably got an easy group, unlike Bournemouth. And in Group C, America from Mexico, Bayern Munich, Lanús of Argentina and Team Wellington from New Zealand. So if I was to hazard a guess, I would say the semi-finals will be Juventus, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, and let's give Bournemouth the benefit of getting the best runner-up position. So we'll find out what happened in that in the next edition when we skip to the 1st of January. But until then, let's have a look and see what is happening in the Champions Leagues. So let's scroll down to there and see what is happening in the Brexit Champions League. What is currently happening in Group A? Southampton are already through. They have a 100% record, 6 wins out of 6, 18 points, and 5 points clear of Queen of the South in second, who have played a game extra, which is why Southampton are already through. Shrewsbury are in third on 10. Group B, Reading and Peterborough both on 18 points. Reading have played a game extra and have a much better goal difference, but they've played a game extra and lost that game extra. Which was against Peterborough, as Peterborough have a 100% record so far. Who knows what will happen there? Both teams are full 9 points clear of third place St Mirren. In Group C, Luton Town are top. They have qualified for the next round, 19 points. They've played a game extra than most of the other teams, but so have Crewe in second place on 15. Group D, Brighton and Hove Albion are top on 18 points. They're 3 points clear of Swindon Town. And then third and fourth for Swansea and Gala Ferrydean Rovers, both on 7. Laxey not doing well in fifth. Group E, the reigning champions, Bournemouth, 100% record. Only conceded 1 goal. Plenty of goals scored for themselves, including a 9-0 win over Full Physic from... Where are they from again? Turks and Caicos Islands. So they... Oh dear, I've gone back down there. So yes, they will probably make it through. They're only 3 points clear of Aberdeen at the moment, but Aberdeen have played a game in hand, and as I said, Bournemouth have a 100% record so far. Dunfermline in third on 12 points. Group F, Derby County lead the way, 4 points ahead of Plymouth Argyle, 18 to 14, and then a big gap, a 7-point gap between second and third, with Carlisle in third place. Group G, Leicester City, they have 15 points. Not a 100% record. They have lost a game. They lost to Lincoln City away. And Lincoln are in third on 11. Second place are Dundee United on 13. It's all quite close in that group compared to some of the others. Group H and Liverpool are already through. 6 wins out of 6. Plenty of goals scored. 18 points. 7 points clear of second place Kidderminster. Liverpool have had... Their last match was a 9-0 win over 5th placed Danger Island, who have not done very well at all. Looking at their scores, they've not even scored a goal yet. Second place Kidderminster, third place Northampton on 10. In Group I, Watford are top, 18 points. Second place Oxford on 13, but no one's through just yet, as both have played 6 games. Both have 2 games left to play. Motherwell in third on 10 points. Group J, Kilmarnock are top. Only a point, though, separates them and Norwich in second and Nottingham Forest in third. Both of those teams on 13 points, so there's all to play for going into the last couple of games. Group K, Gillingham are top, 5 points clear. They've got 18 points compared to Hereford's 13. Ipswich down in third on 10 points. Hereford doing better than them so far. In Group L, Southend United are top. 7 wins out of 7. Doing well, 21 points, but they're not through just yet, as Stoke City are within touching distance still. Truro in third on 6 points, but they're 9 points behind Stoke, so they're probably not going through. Group M, and the Glasgow champions Celtic are top of the table there on goal difference, a single goal that puts them ahead of Leeds United. Stratford have dropped down to third. I don't think they've actually won a game since we last checked, which is unfortunate for them. No, looking at it, losses to Wrexham, Celtic and Leeds, but they tried, and Wrexham only 2 points behind Stratford now. Group N, Chelsea already through, 7 wins out of 7, 28 goals scored, decent run. Any big results there? Only a 7-0 against St Owen, which was before the last video. Hibs are in second, 10 full points behind Chelsea though. In Group O, Manchester City are top, 100% record. Not through yet though. They're only 3 points clear of Blackburn in second. Blackburn do have played a game extra though. Wycombe Wanderers in third on 9 points. In Group P, we do have a qualifier there with Newcastle United going through. They have won every game out of the 7 played and are 9 points clear of West Bromwich Albion in second. St Johnstone in third, 3 points behind them. And finally in Group Q, Bristol City top. They've got the same record as Newcastle. Well, not exactly the same. Theirs is better. They've won every game and not conceded, scored 22 goals and are 8 points clear of Cardiff City in second, Woking in third on 10. House Bashers, once again, not having a good season. A 9-0 defeat to Bristol City. So it's not going well for the House Bashers. In the Empire League, we'll have a quick breeze through this, or see if we can have a breeze through this. In Group A, Barrow top, 9 points clear of Airdrie and Larne. While in Group B, Scunthorpe are leading the way, 19 points compared to the 16 of Dundee. In Group C, Colchester United are top. They have 19 points and are 6 points clear of Exeter City and 7 points clear of Kings Lynn. While in Group D, Mansfield Town, 18 points, 6 wins out of 7 and 6 points clear of Leamington and Weymouth in second and third respectively. Group E, Rangers have qualified for the next round with a 9-point gap between them and second place TNS. While in Group F, Burnley, another qualifier, they've played 7, won 7 and have a 9-point lead over Raith Rovers. Group G, Inverness Caledonian Thistle are the top team there, but their lead is not substantial enough for them to go through already. There's only a 3-point gap between them and Ebbsfleet United in second, and Ebbsfleet have a game in hand. Coleraine in third on 9. Group H, Darlington top, 3 points clear of the Heart of Midlothian. Both of them have played 7 games, so it could go down to the final game for those two. Group I, MK Dons are top and have qualified, 4 points clear with a game left to play for second place Chesterfield. Group J and Everton are there. They are top. They are through. They are 10 points ahead of Needham Market in second. Needham Market still holding on to second position there. A great performance for them. We could be seeing them in the second round, which personally I would love. In Group K, it's goal difference that separates first and second there. Portsmouth top with 18 points and 18 goal difference, while Macclesfield are second with also 18 points but only 17 goal difference. And both of those teams are 9 points clear of third place Connors Quay. Group L, Arsenal are top. They've played 7, won 7, but are not through yet. Peterhead in second, a full 6 points behind. So Peterborough would have, if they are to top the table, would have to do it on goal difference and hope that Arsenal lose their final game. Group M and Stevenage are top there. They've got a 3-point lead over Burton. Portland in third on 11. Group N, Forest Green Rovers are through. An impressive season for them in the tournament so far. 7 wins out of 7 and a 6-point lead over Barnsley in second, with a game left to play for both of those teams. Group O, Sunderland are top with 15 points. Then it's Alloa Athletic with 14 points. Then it's Peterborough Northern Star with 13 points. Any one of those teams could win the group, and Peterborough Northern Star possibly have the advantage with an extra game in hand. Group P, qualifier there, Aston Villa, they're through, 9-point lead ahead of Crawley Town. Villa with a 100% record so far with 1 game left to play. And finally Group Q, another 100% record. Another qualifier, Manchester United, 7 wins out of 7 and a massive goal difference. 33 goals scored, including 2 9-0 wins, one against Pegasus Juniors and one against Dergview. Morton are in second at the moment, 9 points behind them. And there is your Empire League rundown. What about the actual Champions League, though? As I say in every edition, it's the norm for me to say it now. Well, in the normal Champions League, they're 4 games in. Normally 5, but today they're on 4. Or this time they're on 4. Group A, Borussia Dortmund atop with 9. Ajax and Besiktas behind them on 7. Barté not having a good season. Bayern Munich lead Group B, 1 point ahead of Barcelona. Group C, we have our first qualifier, Bilbao. They've got 12 points, 6 points clear of Lyon in second. Molde only 2 points behind them. Group D, another qualifier, Real Madrid. They've won every game, and including one against Juventus, which is what is causing Juventus to be in second on 9 points. Group E, Inter Milan and Feyenoord in the qualifying positions there, but Schalke's only 1 point behind Feyenoord. Group F, Benfica top by a single point ahead of Napoli, and Bayer Leverkusen 2 points away from them. Group G, another qualifier, Monaco have got a 100% record and a 6-point lead over Sporting Lisbon, while in Group H, PSG have the same record as Monaco, and sees them make it through to the second round already, ahead of Atletico Madrid, who are second, 3 points behind them. And in the Europa League, we can see here Group A, AEK Athens and Lazio in the qualifying positions there. Group B, Hertha Berlin are top, 1 point clear of Valencia, and then there's a bit of a gap between them and Utrecht. Group C, Zenit St. Petersburg and PSV in the top spots. Group D, Borussia Mönchengladbach are the first qualifiers, to our eyes anyway. 6 points clear of Lokomotiv Moscow. Moscow 2 points clear of Slavia Prague. Group E, Anderlecht are top. Pauk in second. Despite Anderlecht having a 100% record, they're not automatically through just yet, apparently. Group F, both the qualifiers already decided with 2 games left to play. AC Milan, the reigning champions, and Real Sociedad, both are on 10 points, and both are 9 points clear of third and fourth, Hoffenheim and Fehervar. That's probably the closest we got to a group of death as well. Group G, we have Lille and Copenhagen in the top spots. Celta Vigo not far behind. And in Group H, Roma, 9 points. Maritimo on 7 points. And that's 3 points clear of the other 2 teams. Finally, in the Europa Conference League, we can see that in Group A, Eintracht Frankfurt on 12, and then Gothenburg and Tuzla City both on 6 points each. Group B, Arsenal Tula are top with 10 points. Bodo Glimt on 7. Pexwoll only a point behind them though. Group C, Opava and Ilves and Wolfsburg are all on 7 points, all to play for in that group. Piast not doing well with just a point to their name. Group D, Bruges are through. They've got a 100% record and 6 points clear of second place Dion, while they have 3 point lead over third and fourth. So they could lose it in the last couple of games. Group E, Sevilla, another team that are already through on 12 points. Second place are Asteras Tripolis, and they have a 3 point lead over Slavia Sofia in third. Group F, Akhiaspor, they are top, they are through, and they have an 8 point gap between them and second and third, Lokomotiv Tbilisi and Kabbalah respectively. Group G, we can see Torino are through. They've qualified with a 6 point lead over second spot FC Botasani of Romania, and they lead Javor and AEL by 3 points. And finally in Group H, Mariupol top, OB are second. Both of the teams are on 8, so that one's down to head-to-head and then goal difference. I don't know. I'm not going to check. And in they have a 3 point lead over third place Nitra. So there are your European ones. Let's have a look now at the tables. We'll start with Scotland this time, and Angus, where we can see that the main teams, Dundee and Dundee United, have games in hand, so aren't top of the league so far. Forfar Athletic instead are the ones doing that. Arbroath in second. Ayrshire, we have Dunipace at the top. Kilmarnock have obviously Champions League games to play, and is why they have games in hand and will probably overtake them after they've played those. But Dunipace will hold the fort for the time being. In central Scotland, it's Stenhousemuir that lead the way, 3 points clear of Falkirk and Alloa and Stirling Albion, while in Dumfries and Galloway, Queen of the South top on goal difference ahead of Dalbeattie Star, Fife, and it's Kelty Hearts that are leading the way at the moment. Dunfermline, the reigning champions, in 7th, but have 3 games in hand on Kelty Hearts. But it's still nice to see Kelty Hearts at the top. Rafe Rovers and East Fife both in 2nd and 3rd on 24 points each. Glasgow, Queen's Park atop by a point ahead of Partick Thistle, who 2 points clear of Dumbarton, but then it's Celtic and Rangers who both have loads of games at hand, and I'm sure will overtake these teams once they've played them. Grampian, Cove Rangers atop, Inverurie Locos 2nd, Aberdeen down in 5th, but again, plenty of games at hand. Highlands and Islands, this one's looking a bit weird. Brora, John O'Groats, Golspie, Fort William, and then it's the 2 main teams, but it's the same as usual. The 2 main teams have games in hand. Lanarkshire, Hamilton Academicals are top 7 points clear of Albion Rovers. Motherwell, games in hand, so they're down in 5th. We also have Lothian. Edinburgh City are top, then it's Hibernian, Livingston, Linlithgow Rose, Civil Service Spartans, and Hearts down in 7th, but with 3 games in hand over most of the other teams. Perthshire, St Johnstone, they've got games in hand, but they've still managed to get top. 100% record, 18 points, 2 points clear of Genefield Swifts. In Renfrewshire, the playoff places are held by the usual teams, apart from Mbank United at the bottom. But games in hand mean they're not in exactly the right places. Scottish Borders, Gala Ferrydean Rovers, top by 2 points, ahead of Harwick RA United. I believe it's Royal Albert, is it? Yes, Harwick Royal Albert United. In Wales, we'll have a quick flick through those ones as well. And we can see that top of the Clwyd Premier Division is Ross, who are top on goal difference ahead of Steffan Druids. Then it's Real, Prestatyn, Wrexham in 5th, but they have game in hand, and will probably be the same for some of the other divisions, such as current champions of Dyfed, Haverfordwest down in 6th, although this league is unpredictable, so anything could happen here. Carmarthen are currently top, 2 points clear of Ammanford. In Gwent, Newport County top, despite the games in hand, 3 points clear of Trowan. In Gwynedd, Portmaddock are the top team there, 2 points clear of Bala. Bala, though, have four games in hand on them. Bangor City, the reigning champions, down in 5th. Also with many games in hand. Miglamorgan, Pontypridd top, Pennybont, Treharris, Quamanon, reigning champions Merthyr down in 7th with games in hand, obviously. In Powys, it's the reigning champions are Newtown. They have a few games in hand as well, and are down in 5th. Gilsfield, Forden, Welshport and Clanfair ahead of them. South Glamorgan, Cardiff, they've got games in hand, but they have already overtaken everyone else with 7 wins out of 7, 21 points, 2 points clear of Cardiff Met University. And then in West Glamorgan, Swansea's games in hand have kept them down to 6th, only playing 6 games. They've played half the games of everyone else, and therefore they are down in 6th. But they are only 5 points behind top team Clydach, with Sunnybank WMC in 2nd and Port Talbot in 3rd. I should forget those, because we're going to go to England now and see what's happening there in their leagues. So let's go through the 40. And we can see in Bedfordshire, Luton top, on goal difference ahead of Baldock Town. They've played a game extra, but have Baldock Town, and that game was a loss. Probably to Luton by some chance? No, to Biggleswade. They haven't actually played Luton yet, so I imagine that one will be a loss as well. In Berkshire, Reading are top, all 5 points clear already of Maidenhead. There. Bristol and Gloucestershire, Bristol City lead the way, but only 2 points separate them and Bristol Rovers and Forest Green in 2nd and 3rd respectively, 24, 23, 22. Then you've got Cheltenham in 4th on 18, I think Cirencester were leading the way last time we checked. They don't appear to have had any points since then. Is that right? Yes, so they've lost every game since. Not good. Buckinghamshire and Wickham and MK Dons are doing the usual, both on the exact same points, but MK Dons have played a game extra, which was a loss to Wickham. Meaning Wickham are top on goal difference. Cambridgeshire, Cambridge are top. Behind them are Peterborough, who have a game in hand. They're only a point behind. Cambridge City on 24. Then Peterborough Northern Star on 22. Peterborough Sports on 22. Wisbech on 22. It's quite close at the top of Cambridgeshire after 10 or so games. In Cheshire, Crewe are top by 3 points clear of Witton Albion, who themselves have a point lead over Macclesfield Town. Then there's a gap between the next teams. Cornwall, Truro, they're top, only 3 points. They normally build up a bigger lead than this by now, so maybe their grip is slipping on the Cornwall Premier Division title. Cumbria, Barrow Town have a 2-point lead over Carlisle United, and they're the two main teams looking at the points difference between second and third. Derbyshire and Derby are top, 3 points ahead of Chesterfield. And looking at it there again, they're going to be the ones playing for the title this season. Alfreton 5 points behind Chesterfield already. Devon, Plymouth Argyle top, 100% record with 33 points. Torquay United also with a 100% record, but they've played a game less, so on 30 points. Exeter a bit of 6 points behind Torquay, so probably not going to go to there. Bideford were top last time. They've dropped down to fourth, but they're still doing well. 6 wins from a possible from 10 games, so not too bad. Bournemouth are top in Dorset, 100% record, blah, blah, blah. It's the usual for them. Weymouth in second on 27. Dorchester in third on 22. In Durham, Hartlepool lead the way, 2 points clear of Spennymoor. Darlington are 3 points behind them, as are Thornaby and Bishop Auckland also in the running as well. Essex, Southend United are top with 28 points, 1 point clear of Billericay with 27. Then it's Colchester on 26. The two teams that were the top two last time round, Braintree and Cheltenham, with Braintree and Chelmsford, have dropped down to 4th and 5th respectively. Greater London and the top three are the big three. Arsenal top with 100% record, 30 points. Chelsea in second on 28 points. Tottenham in third on 25. Then we've got Palace on 24, Charlton on 21, Fulham and West Ham both on 20, Brentford on 18, QPR on 14. It's going to form this season so far. And if we go to Greater Manchester, it's also going to form there as well, with Manchester United and Manchester City both on 30 points, both with 100% records. Manchester United with a much better goal difference so far, possibly down to that 7-0 win over Atherton Collieries in the last game. Man City, their biggest win so far is just a 6-0 over Hyde. Hampshire and the Isle of Wight, we can see Southampton are top by 3 points clear of Eastleigh. Portsmouth a point behind them, and then it's Aldershot 3 points behind them. Herefordshire and Hereford have built up quite a lead already, 100% record, and are 17 points clear of Westfields already. So Hereford, the big team in Herefordshire. Obviously, Hertfordshire, and it's goal difference that separates the top two, and only 1 point that separates the top three, 2 points that separates the top four. Watford on 25, Stevenage on 25, goal difference 8 between the two of them. Boreham Wood in third on 24, Hitchin in fourth on 23. In Kent, Gillingham are top by 3 points. They've jumped up a few spaces. They weren't doing too well at the start on our last video, but clearly the form has come back to them. Not that it hadn't, they haven't even lost a game yet. But they're 3 points clear of Dover, and then Maidstone 2 points behind them. Ebbsfleet another 2 points behind them. Lancashire, Preston top, 26 points. Then it's Blackburn and Burnley, the rivals, both on 24 points, and that's and then 6 points between third and fourth. Leicestershire, and we can see Leicester top, 100% record, 9 points clear of Melton in second place. Corn are in third, alongside Anstey, who also have the same points. Lincolnshire, Lincoln City, 3 points clear of Scunthorpe United, who are 3 points clear of Grimsby Town themselves, who are 3 points clear of Deeping Rangers. Merseyside, Liverpool and Everton, both on 100% record, but Liverpool's goal difference is 11 goals better off. 2 7-0 wins in the last 10 games. Everton, no 7-0 wins. Who's better than them? Clearly, Liverpool, the better team. Marina in third. No, they haven't played any of the big teams apart from Liverpool though yet, so expect Tranmere and Southport to possibly overtake them. In Norfolk, a 9 point gap between first place Norfolk on 27 and second place Dereham on 18, and then 17 points for third and fourth, Galston and Kings Lynn respectively. Northamptonshire sees Northampton Town 10 points clear of Sileby Rangers, one of the two, 30 points to 20 points. Daventry in third on 17. We have Northumberland and reigning champions Tweedmouth looking to retain, and they're 2 points clear of Blythe Spartans. so maybe they'll be able to retain, but we won't find out for a few more episodes yet. In Nottinghamshire, Nottingham Forest, Mansfield, both on 28 points, but Nottingham Forest have a 6-goal swing in their favour. The two teams appear to have played each other once, and I'm guessing they drew against each other. Yes, 2-2 was the final score there. Notts County 7 points behind those two on 21 points. Oxford United are top of the Oxfordshire Premier Division. They have 36 points and are 8 points ahead of North Lee in second. Then the two usual teams in the running, Oxford City and Thame, are behind them on 25 each. Shropshire and Shrewsbury have built up a 6-point lead at the top already. They are ahead of Telford, or AFC Telford, and TNS. AFC Telford with the 2-point lead over TNS. Then in Somerset, Yeovil Town, they have a point. They are a point ahead of Frome, 25 to 24. Then Poulton in third on 22. Weston-super-Mare in fourth on 21. Staffordshire, Stoke City, 100% record. Burton in second, not 100% record. 2 points that separates those two teams, 33 and 31. Then Port Vale and Tamworth on 29 each. 26 points for Leek. Suffolk, Ipswich Town, 3 points ahead of Bury Town. And then Lowestoft, 5 points behind Bury. Moving on to Surrey, and we can see that Woking are top, 6 points ahead of Staines. And then they're also 6 points ahead of Walton and Hersham, because they're both on 21 points, and I just missed that to start with. Then, if we go to Sussex, Brighton Hove Albion top, yep, 10 point. No, they've played 10, won 10, and are 3 points clear of Crawley Town in second. Worthing are in third, 4 points behind Crawley, and then a bit of a gap between them and Eastbourne. Tyne Wear, and 200% records there. Newcastle and Sunderland, both of them. Newcastle have played a game extra though, so our top are by 3 points. Sunderland are on equal points with Gateshead, but Gateshead have lost a game. We also have 3 points behind those teams, South Shields. So not too bad. Bolden Community Association have broken the big six there in Tyne Wear. North Shields being pushed down into 7th place. Warwickshire, Stratford are being frustrated themselves for a change, with Leamington being ahead of them by a single point so far, but Stratford have won their last 5 games looking at the form. Leamington not so much, but they are, as I said, they are still frustrating them. Leamington top of the league. Frustrating. Nuneaton down in 4th with 21 points, but still behind Rugby. In the West Midlands, Walsall are top. They're a team that aren't normally at the top. Normally it's between Wolves, West Brom and Villa, but Walsall are trying to break the monotony. Of course, looking at the table there, you can see that Wolves, West Brom and Aston Villa are also on the same points as Walsall. It's currently Walsall top on goals scored ahead of Wolves, and then Wolves are ahead of West Brom on goal difference, and West Brom are ahead of Aston Villa on goal difference. So it's all very close there, and made even more close by the fact that in 5th are Solihull Moors, 1 point behind them. 6th, Birmingham City, another point behind them, and Coventry in 7th, another point behind them. So that's 3 points separating 1st and 7th. Not bad. Wiltshire, Swindon Supermarine at top, 2 points ahead of Chippenham. Swindon Town down in 4th and haven't got a game in hand over top spot. Could we be? I've said this last time though, and it didn't happen. But draws with Salisbury and Highworth have dropped Swindon down to 4th. But as I said, I said that last time, and it didn't pan out. So will it be Swindon Supermarine's time, or will Swindon Town get all the wins they need again and go back? Worcestershire sees Kidderminster Harriers top, 8 points clear of 2nd and 3rd, which is Worcester and Redditch respectively, both on 20 points. And finally, in the Yorkshire Premier Division, Huddersfield Town are top. 2nd are Leeds, that's 30 points to 28. Then in 3rd, Hull City on 25. 4th, Sheffield United on 25. 5th, Sheffield Wednesday on 21. And 6th, Middlesbrough on 20. And then Rotherham, Bradford, Barnsley, Doncaster and Guiseley all not far behind. And that is all of the divisions. We can have a look at the Greater London ones, because obviously they have bigger teams coming through. And we can see that Wealdstone, Dulwich Hamlet, and the Met Police, the 3 teams that went down, are all hovering at the top. So until the next edition, we're going to have a look at, on the next edition, we'll have a look at what's happened in the Champions League, see who's gone through, see who's won the Club World Cup, see who's qualified for the European Championships, and I think that'll do. So until then, like, subscribe, and rock on.